Hey everybody, I'm Dave Tegg with Integrity Ministries, and I'd like to welcome you guys to our channel. My family and I are missionaries in Cancun, Mexico, which is inside the state of Quintana Roo, and we've been here for just about 6 months. Before that, I was a captain at a local firehouse about an hour outside of St. Louis, Missouri, and my wife, though she's a registered nurse by trade, was a homemaker and was in charge of running the household and homeschooling our 5 kids. We had a small piece of property that was about an hour outside of St. Louis, and we had a garden and animals and room to run. It was a great little spot. God really blessed us for the time that we had that, and our family was able to grow and enjoy and make a lot of memories there. Like I said, we are currently serving in Cancun, Mexico. Most of the time when people hear that, they have a certain reaction. When we think of Cancun, we typically think of tourist destinations and all-inclusive resorts and beautiful hotels and white sand beaches. And while that is true on the eastern side, that's primarily held to an island on the easternmost side of the town. As you start coming westward, you get into downtown. Downtown's more of an integrated area. Downtown has some of the tourists that come off the resort, and they're able to see some of the tourist attractions and do some of the shopping in the malls and things like that. But there's also a very high population of locals. Then when you continue to go west from there, it very rapidly becomes the local area of Cancun, or what they call the other face of Cancun. And what that entails is basically just day-to-day life, just like you'd think of any U.S. city. Imagine that, but here in Mexico. We currently live all the way to the north end of the border, and we are lucky enough to be within 20 or 30 minutes of most places. If we're getting down into some of the tourist areas, it's a little closer to 40 or 45 minutes sometimes. So for those of you who know our origin story, it's an interesting one. For those of you who don't, I'll give you a short recap. Like I said, I was working at a fire station. My wife was a stay-at-home mom. We had a small piece of property, and we were living the American dream. We had our house, we had our property, I had my career, and slowly but surely the Lord started using some interesting things to open our eyes to the plan that He had for our lives. As we continued to follow Him, as we continued to seek Him out, we ended up on this path that ended up leading us here. As we were on this journey and as we were taking these steps, we read a lot of books. We talked to a lot of missionaries, both current missionaries and previous missionaries, retired. And there was a lot of good information there. Unfortunately, a lot of the books that we read are kind of outdated. They're from centuries gone by, it would seem, some of them. And in this modern day and age, we're a lot more accustomed to looking for information and looking for ideas in video format. And there wasn't very much of that we could find. So as we proceeded through our journey, it was a lot of asking questions and trial and error and trying to figure things out. And so our purpose for being here on YouTube isn't to have a massive following. It's not to be super famous, because really none of that appeals to either of us. The reason that we're here on YouTube is because we want to have an opportunity to reach out and, number one, give you guys, as hopefully most of you are supporting us, whether prayerfully or financially, we would like you to understand more of what's going on down here, have more of an open eye as to the work that's being done and what life looks like and the struggles that we face and the fun times that we have. We'd like you guys to be able to experience the blessings that we experience and be able to see some of the struggles that we go through in real time. And then on the other hand, we'd like to use this platform as an opportunity to be able to expose some people who the Lord may be calling to full-time mission work, and kind of just expose to them what that looks like and how the process works and how it worked for us, and the struggles that we've dealt with and the hard times that we've had, but also the blessings that have come through it. We're super excited to be able to take this journey with you guys. We're super excited to have a ability to bring you guys along with us. If you guys have any questions, comments, any thing that you'd like to see covered, please drop us a comment down below. We'd love to read those and interact with you guys there. You can also find us on Facebook. We've got a presence there. It's probably where we're most active. We also have a presence on Instagram, and I try to be intentional there. Thank you guys for joining us today. We look forward to catching you guys on the next video.